But according to Tibetan calendar, their lunar calendar, our gracious, kindness teacher, Buddha Shakyamuni performed so many beautiful miracle activity, which is the beneficial activity that inspire so many people in the state of kindness, compassion, love, respect, and appreciation, understanding of each other's meaning of life and meaning of the nature. That is what the miracle activity is known as. The Buddha Shakyamuni, I mean, I think many of you know already, but knowing again, I always think we all know, but we also, I'm talking this in commemorating of our great teachers. It's our way to inspire ourselves and following the footsteps of these great teachers according our best capabilities. So, great teacher Buddha Shakyamuni was born 2000, about 600 years ago, and he stayed in the kingdom on the palace until age 29. Then he left kingdom, and seeing how to remove all suffering, the difficulties, troubles that we sentient beings go through, and how to really ease that, and how bring the midst of those troubles, bring some meanings of in our lives and our destinations. And for all those searching, thinking, and Buddha left kingdom and then reach enlightenment at age 35. As you heard many times, Buddha Shakyamuni performed 12 beneficial activities, principal beneficial activities. Among 12, called always the fourth is even more principal. And those are known as the activity of the birth, activity of the enlightenment, activities of the turning the wheel of Dharma or the teaching, and the activity of the entering the Mahaparinirvanas. There's 4 principal activities. So age 35, Buddha reached the enlightenment, which is second, his principal activity after taking the birth. At the same year, in the same age, 49 days after his enlightenment, Buddha turned the wheel of Dharma. And the wheel of Dharma means message of love, kindness, compassion, exploring or how to explore our innate beautiful qualities of ours, yours and mine and everyone's. That's what the teacher. In the context of respect, appreciation, non-violence, and peace, and harmony, and simple. That's what teachings are. And so the teaching was the third major activities among that 4 I'm counting. There's 12 major activities. Among 12, the 4 are the highest or principal activities. And then, age 81 or 82, Buddha entered Mahaparinirvana, which is known as the 4th principal activities. So even Buddha Shakyamuni said in the teaching, after my Mahaparinirvana, your disciples and followers of the teachings go to those 4 places. The place where Buddha was born, the Lumbini, where Buddha reached enlightenment, Buddha Gaya, and where Buddha turned the wheel of Dharma, and modern name known as Sarnath or the Varanasi, and then where Buddha entered Mahaparinirvana, the Kushina. Those are the 4 different places. Among that 4 activities, principal activities, then the teaching is even more special activity, because the purpose of enlightenment, the principal beneficial activity of the Buddha is teaching. Teaching is the most powerful activities among all his activities. So this miracle activity is connected to the teaching activities. It is inspiring, it is special, it is beautiful, it's discovering the total new dimension of the reality of the nature where things are. According to Buddhism, miracle is not just a magic or not just a making out, but miracle means to discovering the nature's structure as it is. The nature, when you become the master of the nature, in one way, when you become the master of the quantum nuclear, when you become the master of the quantum nuclears, there is no restrictions, or restrictions, or there is no boundaries. All is, according to Buddhism, is or more kind of energy, light levels. It is beyond the like metals. It is shimmering light status. When you become the master of that, your mind is in that status. Therefore, things shift, things can change. When you change in that level, you see then different things happen. It's not something that really making up things and tricking the eyes, but showing the beauty and the freedom, the flexible, the openness of the nature as it is. That is what miracle is. For that reason, great Master Narayana said in the teaching, when you understand the meaning of the great emptiness, everything is possible. Everything is freedom. There is no restrictions. All is can be all. Can be. And for that reason, fire turned into the water. Water turned into fire. Big can be small, small can be big. The big and the small, these restrictions is duality conceptions. Because that means we are not master of the quantum nuclear status. We are not master of the nature. When we become the master of the way the nature is, everything is flexible. So therefore, Buddha showed of the nature's flexible freedom. It is way how things can be manifested and transformed, reappeared in many ways. And that for that is known as then miraculous activities, which show the true meaning of the way nature is, or the phenomena that nature existing. And so, according to Buddha's teaching, that or in the Buddhist Vedic calendars, Buddha showed that miracle activities that beginning of this lunar calendar, day first, and continually did until full moon. So for 2 weeks or 15 days, Buddha continually did that miracle activities. Where he did perform that activities is in Charvasta. So Charvasta is the one of the mostly, again, important holy site in the Buddhism. Actually, not just the Buddha performed the miracle activities there, but also Buddha stayed there about 25 years. And this became the longest place the Buddha stayed in one place after the kingdom. He stayed in the kingdom 29, and then Charvasta 25 years. On and off, 25 years Buddha spent. So it is considering as like his principal places. And Buddha performed miracle activities for 15 days and started this last week and continually until this next week, which I think it feels always on the full moon status. And this is therefore this is also according to Tibetan, always known as is multiplying months. Because in the teaching said with your activity, whatever you do, meritorious activities, it will multiply 100,000 times. That power and energy is, because this is something really special. Buddha generally always do in his activities, not just kind of do randomly or kind of just it happened, but Buddha do specifically meaningful ways, everything. Everything has the meaning and purpose of that. It's not just kind of like casually happened, and Buddha did knowingly perform the activities. Everything is in clear wisdom light status. And therefore, his miracle activity, the timing is very special. Timing is waking time. And for example, also in that way, and this is according, I think everywhere, is springtime is coming. Spring is generally growing times. It is time of growing. And again, according to Buddhism, in the teaching, and particularly in the Vedanta teaching, say, what you see outside, and that you will see with our system of physical. And what physical level what you see the outside. So the spring, summer, autumn, winter, that circle also similar pattern taking with our physical energy and levels. And therefore, for example, again, Buddha performed these miracle activities in this special time of the springtime, which is growing, upcoming, lashing time, as you see, and that has similar pattern is taking inwardly too. Therefore, if we kind of use that system, that growing, that opportunity, with the practices, with the activating our meditation or goodness things, it will then move faster, stronger, deeper. And this is similar. For example, I think when you do what do you do? When you do the surfing, those people who do surfing, it's good to have high tides, I think. Right? Good high tide. Without a high tide, even if you have the surfing board under your arms, you can't do too much surfing. But when you have these nice high tides, if you do the surfing, or even you learn the surfing, that is the time, I think. Time. And when you like to do skiing, not just having the ski gear is enough, you have to have the snow. And I think you have to have all those slopes and whatever that is. Then you can do the surfing. Similarly, everything is connected, everything is related, everything is giving teaching to us, reminder to us. It's all the same. And when this energy state at such kind of opening times, if we use these opportunities, then there is the great window of light of the enlightenment, and good energies are blooming. And for those reasons, then this miracle month, this is what called multiplying month, miraculous month. Buddha performed the miracle activities because of the beautiful time that we followers can activate our enlightenment activities and our kindness, compassion, bodhicitta activities, and then that will help us and that help to the other beings. So therefore, this month is known as a very special month, as many of you know. But also at the same time, if you can do practice such as get together in the Sangha member as community. Again, in the Buddha always teachings that Sangha getting together is something so special because they have similar intention. You will all come with the same intention: love, compassion, and respect, joy, and devotion to the Dharma, to the teaching, to the practice. That is the motivation we came. We didn't come to win or to kind of gain something different, kind of like in the samsara level, but to something really inspiring, to deepen our understanding, calm, peace, relax. Those are the really reasons we came. So we've kind of that intention, we put together, then it makes it stronger. You know, often in the teaching says, for Sangha members, for individual practice comes together, it fills up the corners. It makes a strength. And one person, for example, even use the Buddha, one grass can be easily break. But group of grass put together, it has strength. It cannot. Similarly, beautiful motivations we put together and directed that whatever we dedicated, such as this merit prayers, dedication prayers, that really benefited to the others and then benefited to ourselves. So therefore, practicing this time, of course, always practice very special, but this time is very, very special time to practice this. It is said it multiply 100,000 times. 100,000 times. And the opening Khenpo Padishara always you say this time there is quite few times in a year this kind of time comes, and he always said this is the bonus times. It is bonus time. For the practitioner, this is really bonus that we can activate that it will benefit to us and to the others. And this is by just reminding in this evening.